Dear friends, the title of today's story is The Cozy Bed. This story is about Jacob and his sleepless nights that initiates his search for a cozy bed. So let's start the story. Once upon a time in a grand and bustling city, there lived a very rich man named Mr. Jacob. Jacob inherited lot of wealth and many luxuries from his father's legacy. Despite his wealth and the many luxuries he owned, Mr. Jacob had a problem that made him quite miserable. He couldn't sleep. No matter how silk-laden his pillows were or how plush his mattresses felt, every night was a struggle filled with tossing. One morning, after yet another sleepless night, Mr. Jacob declared, "Enough is enough." He decided that he would search high and low for the coziest bed in the world, believing that such a bed would finally grant him the sleep he desperately needed. Mr. Jacob started his quest in the city. He visited the most exclusive furniture stores, trying out every bed he could find. From feather beds to water beds, he tested them all, but none seemed right. They were either too soft, too hard, or just not cozy enough. Not one to give up, Mr. Jacob expanded his search. He traveled to distant lands, exploring famous markets and meeting with renowned artisans. He sailed across the oceans to islands known for their exotic materials and climbed mountains where rare woods were said to harbor the secrets of restful slumber. During his travels, Mr. Jacob met many interesting people. There was Mr. Cedarwood, a carpenter who could carve beds that seemed to mold perfectly to one's body. He also met Mrs. Puffins, who crafted quilts so light and warm they felt like a hug. And even he met a young Ellie, a girl who made pillows stuffed with the softest down. Each person offered Mr. Jacob something unique for his bed, and gratefully, he accepted them all. Yet, when he assembled everything together back at his mansion, the bed still wasn't right. Frustrated and more tired than ever, he sat on the edge of his extravagant yet uncozy bed, wondering if his quest was in vain. One morning, after another restless night, Mr. Jacob rose early and wandered through the garden of his mansion. As he passed by the servants' quarters, he noticed his servant Thomas sleeping peacefully under a tree. Curiosity piqued, he gently waited there to talk to Thomas. When Mr. Jacob inquired about the secret to Thomas' peaceful sleep, expecting a simple answer about the mattress or pillow, Thomas' response was grounded and straightforward. "Sir, I work hard all day. By the time I lay down, my body and mind are ready to rest. The physical work leaves me tired, and the satisfaction of completing my duties clears my mind. That's all there really is to it." This simple truth made Mr. Jacob reflect on his own lifestyle. Despite his wealth, he spent much of his time engaged in matters that stirred his mind but seldom exerted his body. His days were filled with decisions, worries about his investments, and social engagements that often left him mentally buzzing at night. Inspired by Thomas' insights, Mr. Jacob decided to incorporate more physical activity into his daily routine. He started doing his hobbies like gardening. Cooking his own meal gave him a new appreciation for the effort his servant, Thomas, put into preparing meals regularly. It's a great reminder of how hands-on experience can enhance our understanding and appreciation for others' work. It seems like washing his own clothes was quite a tiring experience for him, much like cooking his own meal. These experiences are eye-opening, showing him firsthand the effort required in tasks he might have previously taken for granted when done by others. It could be a valuable lesson in empathy and appreciation for the work that often goes unnoticed in our daily lives. He was completely worn out from the physical effort of washing his clothes, to the point that he fell asleep on the floor mat. This moment of sheer exhaustion not only highlights the demanding nature of everyday chores but also serves as a humbling experience, possibly deepening his gratitude for those who typically handle these tasks. Waking up on the floor mat and realizing that a cozy bed isn't essential for sleep might have been quite an enlightening experience for him. It seems like this realization made him more aware of what truly matters for contentment beyond physical comfort. His feeling of missing something that can content his heart suggests a deeper search for fulfillment, perhaps beyond the material or the routine. Next day, he decided to go for a long drive to the countryside. His heart was thriving for the missing something he felt in the morning. After going along, he saw an old man with his cart stuck in a pit. There was no one to help him. Jacob decides to help the old man. With a little effort, he was able to pull the cart from the ditch. As he works to free the cart, he gains insights into different perspectives on life and contentment. The old man expressed his gratitude for Jacob's help. Jacob then shared his ongoing quest for sleep and contentment, explaining what drove him to embark on this journey. The old man smiles and said, "Contentment often arises when people step outside of themselves to connect with and help others through kindness, empathy, and selfless acts." After this, Jacob sit under a tree while finding contentment through an act of kindness, which adds a beautiful layer to his journey. It emphasizes the theme that sometimes fulfillment comes from outside ourselves through connections and contributions to others' lives. As Jacob embraces the lessons of contentment and empathy from his encounter with the old man, he begins to find a sense of peace that had been elusive. Finally, Jacob felt his cozy bed under the tree effortlessly. That was so peaceful and contented that is ineffable ecstasy. Friends, contentment comes from small acts of selfless kindness and empathy that we can show in our daily life. If you liked the story, please like, share and subscribe us. We are coming soon with more exciting and educational stories. Stay with us like this.